Your money is looking real good this week. I don't know what opportunities you've got going on or coming in, but you do have some type of opportunity that's coming in. Your money is looking real real good this week. Okay, so for many of you are seeing this is a timeless message. So okay, there's something here about the Seven of Swords, okay, with the King of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so maybe some of you had some dodgy opportunities or some dodgy dealings in the past where someone tried to offer you like a bogus contract or a bogus opportunity with the Seven of Swords here. But I'm kind of getting that with the Seven of Swords, you've been defending your own. Okay, you've been focusing on your mental. Okay, you've been protecting your mental peace. Okay, you've also been working on your thought process as well. So how you think about things, how you strategize things, how you deal with things mentally. Like you've really been restructuring your mind, retraining your mind, which has kind of brought you into the space with the King of Cups here. I'm kind of getting that you've been really trusting your intuition as well. Okay, you've become more grounded in your thought process, but pairing it with your intuition. You've been pairing your thoughts and your logic with your intuition, and your spiritual knowings is also what I'm getting, which is basically giving birth to this new ace. See, it's like this Seven of Swords is just sticking to my hands. I know it's hot, but bitch. So this Ace of Pentacles. Did I say Ace of Swords? That's the truth. Anyway, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, there's a new path here, a new journey. Plants could be significant. You could be going to a flower garden. Something significant. There's also roses on this card, and in my last reading I said roses were significant, so there's something here about roses. Pink, white and yellow flowers or roses. Bees or wasps are also something that's significant too. Okay, you could be greeted by a queen bee, or you be noticing that bees are attracted to you, or someone who currently has like a wasp or beehive either in their garden or in their surrounding area. I'm seeing someone in the garage actually. Someone has a beehive or a wasp nest, bee nest, wasp nest in their garage. Somewhere under, I'm seeing like this person's got a very large garage. You may own 2 cars, but there's like some type of shelving, and right under it in the corner there is like either a very small beehive or nest that's being created by them. Usually bees and wasps go to where the energy feels the highest and more high vibrational. Okay, remember when they buzz, it's a frequency, and usually the frequency of wasps and bees are meant to attune us. Okay, which is why it can feel, why we get startled by it, where it's like, ooh, like it feels uncomfortable, because it's a frequency they're emitting, and that frequency can fine tune your vibration if you learn how to become in tune with the frequency of bees and wasps. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm getting. So yeah, that could be significant, or you could even be a beekeeper yourself, or you're making like a bee garden. But there's something here about the sweetness, I just heard a song come through. It's like an old school garage tune. You're sweet like chocolate. You bring me so much joy. You're sweet like chocolate. Boy. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Yeah. I don't know why that's significant. I don't know if you lot been listening to old school garage. But that song just came into my head as soon as I said honey and sweet. I used to love that song as well. The video used to be so funny for it as well. And I did say swords, didn't I? I feel like this video is all over the place, really. Okay, so something about you being very analytical this week, and there's an emphasis on this week. So you're being very analytical this week. Okay, even though you're pairing it with your intuition, it's like you've learned how to merge the two instead of there being one more than the other. So you're not just logical, you're not just intuitive. You're logically intuitive and you're intuitively logical. I like that. Okay, so there's something here about that. I feel like you've been going through maybe some testing times, or you're testing the waters, especially because you're having these opportunities that kind of feel like they're coming out of nowhere. And I'm hearing that for some of you, they're not necessarily coming out of nowhere. It's just that now that you've learned how to recalibrate your nervous system and to actually relax, it has caused you to be able to have an influx of this energy of creativity, which is coming in the form of opportunities and money, which is why your money's going to be looking real good. Something here about creating clothing or getting a clothing brand deal, okay? Some of you may be making content, or you're actually going to start a content page based on like fashion or something like that. Or there's a company that wants to do that as well. Yeah, you've been pouring into something, which I feel like is yourself. You've been pouring into something which feels like it's been yourself, okay? Yeah, you've been conjuring up something, okay? Because to me, this is, I don't know why, I know it's not, but it looks like a conjuring pot, okay? I'm also seeing like them large bowl-shaped water fountains as well. You could be traveling to one of those, or you could be traveling to a park that has like a large water fountain type thing going on, okay? But there's something about alchemy, pouring sun, water. Obviously plants need water, plants need sun, okay? They also need a lot of like energy of love and appreciation and things like that, okay? So some of you may be doing this. Ooh, okay. So some of you have been in a space where you've been doing, you have been nurturing your manifestations through plants. So I'm seeing that, I remember I gave this method to one of my clients. So you could be in a space where if you are wanting to nurture your manifestations and really like make sure you're nurturing them to the fullest capacity, you could get a piece of paper, write down your manifestation and really write down something intentional in detail and put it in a plant pot, okay? Put it in the soil. And as you are watering and you are looking after that plant and stuff like that, the healthier the plant, the better your manifestation is gonna come in, or better, or be, or you'll start to see changes in association to that manifestation, if that makes sense. If you don't want to put it in the plant pot itself, you can actually put it like either under the plant or somewhere on the plant, okay? But I usually put it in the soil, somewhere where it's not gonna, you know, interfere with the roots and stuff. But you can bury it in your plant pot, okay? And that will help with your manifestations. And I feel like some of you have been doing that, okay? Now I am seeing that maybe there was some kind of competition in the area of work or ventures or hobbies that you was doing. I feel like maybe there were people that were trying to come up against you, okay? Or there was some kind of tug of war that was going on with yourself when it came to should I not. But I think you started to learn that if you're confused about something, it usually means that it is not necessarily meant for you, okay? And you've taken a step back from whatever that situation was, whether that was opportunity, person, place, job, whatever, okay? But there was some kind of tug of war that was going on. Someone wanted the upper hand, and I feel like you kind of let go of the rope, because even though both pulling on the rope, someone's let go of the rope, and I feel like that person is you, okay? And it could be a thing where you're just healing from that situation as well, and you're choosing to grow and go and glow in a different direction, which I love that for you, okay? But there's something here about your money. So with your money, I do feel like there's something. Remember when I said I saw the Ace of Swords? Do you remember when I said I saw the Ace of Swords? Do you remember when I said I saw the Ace of Swords? Okay, because that motherfucker just popped out like, you called? You called me? Yeah. So, truth. So, I feel like with your money, there's something here about savings as well. There's something about travel as well. So some of you could be doing brand trips, or this is going to be like your first ever brand trip, or there's something here about your money is looking good because of a brand trip, but it's not about the brand trip specifically. It's about who you meet on the brand trip who's actually going to 10x your money, okay? There's someone here that's going to either be like a mentor, even if it's for a few hours, but they're going to put you on game. And that game is going to 10x your money, okay? 6 of Wands, I ain't fucking lying, okay? There's some kind of success, and I feel like you even getting the brand deal for you is enough. You think, oh my gosh, yeah, I've made it, bitch, you ain't made shit. So sorry, because I'm just getting its energies like you're heated, and I mean it's hot as it is already, but baby, whatever you've achieved so far, it's minuscule to about what you're about to achieve. It's minuscule compared to what you're about to achieve. Minuscule, I tell you, okay? So there's something here about like, and there's people that are honoring your journey. There's people that are like, raw, like I've seen you from the ground up. And there's also people that haven't seen you from the ground up, and they're seeing you that raw, like you're doing really well for yourself, but they don't see the blood, sweat and tears that have gone into all of the things. People judged you based on the things you had. They didn't judge you based on your character and what you had been through and how you treat people and the whole basis of what your work entails and what it's about. Okay? You have certain morals, codes and values, policies, regulations when it comes to how you do business with people and what you are looking for and the brand structure that you are building. Okay? I feel like you are someone who's very business orientated. Okay? You didn't have a lot of people rooting for you, but you got a lot of people rooting for you now. There's a lot of people that might not even necessarily be rooting for you, but they're proud that you made it. Okay? They're like, Rob, they did it. Okay? But I do feel like there is something this week in particular that's about to catapult the next 6 months for you. So be on the lookout. Spirit is saying you don't need to say yes to every opportunity, but every opportunity that feels right is what you say yes to. Okay? So if you get a little bit of, oh, that don't sound too right, or I don't like the clause in this contract, or I ain't signing no NDAs, or I ain't doing this, or I'm not doing that, then listen to that. Okay? Listen to that. Marsha, Porsche, Cantrell. Don't know. Some of you are getting into your top universities. I heard top state, something like that. So some of you could be accepted into some kind of university program. Some of you could be getting sponsorships, scholarships. Some of you are riding on a full scholarship, okay? And some of the scholarship, I don't know why, but I feel like I need to say this. Some of the scholarships is going to land you in the UK, or you are from different places. I am getting America, but you are from different places. Colorado, okay? You could be from Colorado. But some of those scholarships are landing you in the UK. Some, I'm hearing Derby, Scotland, okay? Cheshire. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. Cheshire. I don't know. Okay, but these may be some of the places you're either from or where you're going. I like it too. Okay, it came out again. Page of Wands and a Five of Wands. Hold on, let me clarify this. Page of Swords and the Five of Wands. Pentacles. Yeah, so some of you had to leave something behind. Like I said, there was a tug of war that was going on. There was, maybe you was in a field or in a workplace where there was a lot of competition, and you had to kind of just leave it, and you ended up working on your own thing. But now you are about to receive. You see how she's waiting for the harvest? Obviously, this is just like, remember I said there's, oh, I'm talking too fast, please slow down. Okay. See how there's one pentacle here? That pentacle is ready. That is a pentacle that's coming to you this week. So there is something that is going to help with your money. However, these coins are going to drop probably within the next 6 months because they are ready. This one, you see how this one's peeking out? Those ones at the top, like they look like they're ready to drop. Yeah. So this one might not be the next one to drop, but the other ones are ready to drop because I'm seeing how this is kind of pushed into like the bush. I don't know. I've never seen this before on these cards, but I am seeing it now. This is pushed in, so this is not quite ready yet, but that one at the top looks like it's ready to drop. Okay, this one here, because it looks more round to me. This one doesn't look like it's, you know, that's kind of what I'm looking at. You know, when you look at certain apples, like when they're developing, you can see which apples are going to either ripen first or be ready to pick first. Is kind of what I'm seeing. So this one here is ready to be picked, and that's going to be the opportunity that you receive. Okay, and that's going to, like I said, it's going to 10x your income, and like I said, it involves travel, right? Now you are weighing out the pros and cons of this travel. This travel could be a thing where you're weighing out the pros and cons when it comes to family, how long you're going to be away from family, how is it going to be traveling by yourself. Maybe some of you are traveling for the first time, different culture, different language, how you're going to navigate that, accommodation, where you're going to stay. Spirit saying it's going to be fine. Some of you are going to be staying in a luxury apartments for whatever reason because of this scholarship. This scholarship comes with maintenance money, and it also comes with a kitted out, I'm hearing, new build apartment or place to stay, whether it's on campus or not. But there's something here, and I got this in another message, but it was something about innovation. So there's something, the reason why you got the scholarship as well is because you have a fresh mind, fresh perspective. There's something that you've been, okay, so some of you could be in like the science industry. So you could do things like developing stem cell research is also what I'm getting. Okay, well, getting deep with this shit. Stem cell research, stuff like that. Cardiology is also what I'm getting. Neuroplasticity, all of that, working with the brain, understand how it develops, and so on and so forth. You could be in the science sector, okay? STEM is also what I'm getting. And there's something about the research or something that you've been doing, you've submitted somewhere, you've submitted it. You've been doing experiments, I'm also hearing, in your basement, at home, and you found something. The research you've done, you found something, and you've sent that off as either a thesis or something, and it's come back as now you're riding this full scholarship or sponsorship to help with the development of what you have found, and it's a money maker. It doesn't just have to be to do with that sector, but it's that whole example is it apply it to where you are in your career or your hobbies, okay? This could also be to do with like dance, singing, whatever it is, okay? Tailor-made is also what I'm hearing. So again, clothes, I'm seeing like a seamstress too, right? And again, we've ended with the 6 of Wands on the bottom of the card. So I'm just going to leave it here because I feel like the cards are repeating themselves. But there's something here about world travel, global travel. I'm also getting Brazil as well. I think I'm going to have to make up a deck where it's got all of the different countries on there, because I don't know all the different countries, but I'm seeing certain parts of the map. But I can't pronounce like what I'm seeing. I'm also hearing Ecuador too. So Ecuador could be significant, okay? I'm seeing a lot of people, like I'm seeing like working out. Like you could be working out, you could be like a food or fitness or health influencer as well, or this is the direction you're going into. Like your content's going to blow up, okay? And it's gonna blow up in a way where you're not expecting it. But what I am hearing Spirit say is the energy that you portray on your videos, make sure that it's the same energy that you hold within yourself in person, okay? Don't be an impersonator, okay? Be your true self. Because when people start meeting you, which I feel they will start meeting you offline, or people are going to be like, oh my God, I've seen your content. Thank you so much. Like, you helped me with this, you helped me with that. Make sure you hold the same energy, the same vibration, and the same authenticity that you hold in the content that you're creating, okay? You don't want it to be a thing. You portray yourself online one way, and then when you get off the line, you're nothing like that. Do you get what I mean? So just make sure that what you're putting out there is authentic, and it's authentic to you. But I do feel like you're blowing up. I feel like people are seeing you, and it's going to open doors for you that you didn't think that they like what you do would. And I'm also seeing that you're in this space as well where it's like it's almost like Spirit is saying you asked for this. So you may have asked for a certain amount of following, you may have asked for a video to go viral, you've put in your manifestation for this, and your manifestation's coming. But even though you're asking for this manifestation, if it hasn't come in yet, Spirit wants, not only are you asking for the manifestation, but you're asking for how to manage that manifestation when it comes in, and to maintain it and sustain it. Ask for the states to be able to sustain it and to be able to maintain it, okay? Because when you have an influx of energy that comes in, whether that's through people or bookings or purchases and stuff like that, you need to have the energy and also the resources to maintain it. So ask for the sustainability and the maintenance, yeah, of what you need in order to make sure that your empire is smooth and running efficiently, and so on and so forth, whether that's more people, this, whatever it is you need. But this opportunity is coming in, and it's coming in fast. So I bless that resonates. I hope it resonates. For those of you that want bookings and services with me, information is in the description or link in bio, okay? I will see you next video. Love you. Bye. Mwah.